Hey, it's the Bakers with another podcast. I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Daryl.
And we will be back just in a few moments. Talk to you. So, hey, we have been quarantining. How long, baby? A full week. I mean, we've been doing our part, doing the self-quarantining time. So, one of the things we're going to do today is Saturday, April 11, 2020. Yes. We are cooking breakfast. So this is one of the things we talked about in our tips that we gave out. So we're cooking breakfast. What are we cooking, honey?
Right now we're doing pancakes. And also we're going to be doing some grits as well, the old-fashioned way, not the instant grits. We're going to cook them. And we're going to have some turkey sausages as well. Mm-hmm. And Tiffany, she liked the bacon. So we don't do the bacon, but no, she does.
We don't do the pork. Are we gonna have any eggs? I think we're gonna make some eggs.
Yeah, we're gonna do some scrambled eggs as well, and have some fruit on the side also.
So we think this was a good way to end the week. During the week, because of work and school schedules, we don't have the opportunity to necessarily have a full-fledged breakfast. A lot of times I'll make us a smoothie. And then Tiffany kind of hang tight and eat something different or drink. Or she may make a smoothie
as well.
Yeah, it just all depends. So that's what we do during the week. But on the weekends, since we've been quarantining, we kind of like to rev it up a little bit. Because we've been averaging pretty much, about 2 meals a day? Not even thinking about it, because we don't just sit up and say, hey, let's eat. Wonder what you guys are doing. Are you like counting your meals? Do you even know how many times you eat a day? Especially if you have little kids, maybe you do know, because if you're cooking, I'm sure you probably are taking an accounting of that. But for us in the Baker household, we're typically averaging about 2 meals a day. And I talked about in a previous podcast about how it was really important to know how much you're eating during quarantine, since we can't go out, and we shouldn't go out, daily, which I didn't even do anyway before all this happened. But it's important to know, so when you go to the grocery store, you can kind of figure out what you can buy. So for us, in a 7-day period, we're typically going to be eating about 42 meals within 7 days, if we really stick with the 2 meals a day. And most of the time, it's just going to depend if we even do the 2 meals. I mean, I'm really trying to push that because, of course, we need to still eat and stay strong. But sometimes we may just graze and snack. So... yeah. Tiffany made this suggestion. We have on our refrigerator a list of things that we will need the next time we go out. Now, for us, we don't need to go out for food for another week or so. I mean, we made sure we stocked up pretty well on canned goods, and then we have some frozen items. So I think we're good, but we're making a list. So we suggest to you, to help doing this process, to think about making a list you can put on the refrigerator. So when everybody, we eat different things sometimes. So if it's on the fridge, this is like an old school tip. If it's on the fridge, then if something is missing, whoever sees it first, they just put it right on the list. Right, Dad?
That's right. That's a way of keeping a track of the items that's needed to be replenished, and also making sure that we're maintaining our grocery list. And that way we don't have to make multiple trips to the grocery store because you've forgotten something.
And that's not what we've been doing. We're not doing that, right? Because again, we're doing our part. We hope you're doing our part. Because in reality, typically in my household, I usually do the shopping, and I try not to do multiple. Even before all this I said happened again, I try not to do more. I'm not in the store every other day. Not usually. So why even start that now? Right, hon?
Right.
It's like it's just I don't have time to be going back and forth. So it wasn't really that much of a transition to think about. Okay, we don't have to go for a week. It's actually a good thing because it makes you be more efficient. You have to be efficient now because you want to get into the store and get out, because everyone's not practicing the proper protocols, whether it's social distancing. So you just want to make sure you cover yourself and protect yourself. So that's what we're doing. We're having breakfast. The pancakes are looking pretty good. We're getting ready to start on the eggs, and the grits are a-boiling. Yes. And like I said, this is a good way to bond, to connect, the hubby and I, to have time together, because Miss Tiffany right now, she's still sleeping. She's still adjusting to being in school online. And that's one of the things we talked about as well, checking in on your children to see how they're doing with e-learning. And it's good to talk about that.
Yeah.
And so for her,
And
it's
the
been the amount of work that she has, because she's in high school, is tremendous amount. I mean, she had a pretty good amount when she was sitting in the classroom, but she has even more now. She's a junior, can you believe she will be a senior in August? My Lord. What has the time gone? We were talking about that one day this week, where we were sitting in family time and reminding Tiffany about some of the things she used to do. So, for example, just going back, her favorite snack used to be Cheerios.
The plain ones.
The plain ones. I mean, she was a Cheerio eating fiend, okay? We put her in a high chair. If we was in the car, we have a little container, and she would eat, he was telling her she would eat one Cheerio at a time. She had no teeth. She would eat one Cheerio at a time, and the way she ate it, you would thought it was a piece of meat, a steak, or and she was just as content eating her Cheerios. But anyway, that's another thing, going back down memory lane. When you are spending time together, you get to think about stuff. We've even had the opportunity to look at old photos and things. So this is stuff you can do. We hope our tips are helping you, encouraging you. And it's causing us, this whole thing is really causing us, if we embrace it, to think about what's important in our family.
Yeah, reevaluate your life.
Reevaluating our life, our family values.
And then take an assessment of your time and where your time has been spent and how you've been used to just running here, running there, and doing all kind of things. But that was less important. But you get a chance to really see what you have been missing, even in your family, in your family structure, and get a chance to talk about and reminisce and do a lot of things together, which is important, but also is also eye-opening as well.
Yeah.
To reconnect.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. And the time to really reflect, as he's saying, because we all know what's going on, right? The nation and the world. We have some really sad cases going on around this nation. And so one way to even think about how you can be grateful. I mean, I hope we are practicing being grateful. We because we have our families in most cases. You know, some people do not. So we're very grateful for the opportunity, even though it may have initially felt cumbersome to be in the house, but we're not doing this just to be doing it. We're doing this because it's necessary. Mm-hmm. So we just want to encourage you. We hope that you are still, like we said, doing your part to stay safe and to keep others safe by hunkering down and staying in and thinking about some of the activities we were mentioning, like we're cooking. You hear the stuff going on. We're cooking and doing what is necessary as a family, all right? So we have put together an ebook. Yes. So we will be sending out on our social media sites where this ebook can be found and how you can pick up a copy of it, because we have incorporated, again, thought about things that we hope will be helpful, because we have a passion to help couples. It could be for parents, because the book is for parents, it's for grandparents who are raising children, it's for anyone who's a guardian. So we are going to be releasing that in the next couple of days. So it's going to be on our website is one place. And like I said, if you go to our website, enrichmymarriage.com, you'll be able to see where else you can purchase it if you don't want to purchase it there. We just wanted to put that out there. Hopefully it'll be a tool that can help you, not just during this season, but beyond, because that's really what the ebook is about. Talking about simple things, some things that some of us used to do even when we were growing up. When we were growing up, it was a little bit different than it is now. You know, we actually had dinners. Our moms, I could speak for us, our moms, right? They cooked literally every evening. So now it seems like when I was having like a deja vu when I was, cooking, I was like, wow, this is what my mom did on a normal basis. It wasn't just because we weren't going out to the restaurants and going out to the fast food. She was cooking pretty good healthy meals. So I think this has also, again, caused us to go back to some of the basics. And then maybe it's not something you even experienced growing up. Maybe you didn't have the family dynamics that some of us may have.
Right.
But this gives you a chance to explore and to think about ways that
And
you
to
can
incorporate some new ideas.
incorporate some new ideas and build a family tradition or structure for your family that maybe you didn't have. So it's still a good thing, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So
yeah. And even for single parents, it'll give you an opportunity to reconnect with your children and to find out what's really taking place with them and find out what some of their needs are, because their needs are different than your needs, and adult needs are different than the children's needs. So we all have a need of something, and perhaps your child can help meet a need that you need as well.
That's
so
true.
it's a way of really to really evaluate, and also to get into the minds of the thought process of your children. Okay, so you don't want to miss this opportunity to reconnect at another level.
That's good. So again, check out our website, enrichmymarriage.com. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. We posted some additional videos, in particular one video. One of the activities, I did a paint with me with my daughter. So that's on our YouTube channel, if I can get it out. And that is Marriage Enrichment The Bakers. Make sure you consider tweeting us, Marriage Enrichment The Bakers at Destiny Arrive, and follow us. But make sure you comment, like, and subscribe on our social media channels so we know you're out there, okay? So again, we just wanted to check you out, say hello. Again, stay encouraged. We hope, prayer is a staple in our home. So we've been doing that. So hopefully you're doing similar things to make sure you block out the things that are happening in the sense of, we know it's there, but as we come closer as a family, we talk together, we hang together, we pray together. It helps us not to focus on the negativity of everything, because if you look at the news, as I've been saying, you can look at that all day, and if you're feeding yourself that, it could cause you to have some distress. So we're here to help you think about things that can de-stress.
Yeah.
All right. So
to be overcomers.
Yes, to be overcomers. So that's it for this podcast. We're going to finish up this cooking and get this going. It's sounding pretty good. You hear that turkey sausage? It is crisping up, and we will be talking to you soon. So this is the Bakers.
Signing off.
All right.
Have
a good afternoon. Bye-bye.